What's up, Internet? You're tuned into a very special episode of the FLIPSCREEN Games podcast, the FLIPSCREEN Games Annual number 2. And I am here. I'm your host, first of all, Pete and Bessie, joined as always by my very good friend and co-host, Mr. Stephen Radford.
Hello, hello.
And joining us today, we have an absolutely stacked episode of the FLIPSCREEN Games podcast. The rest of the FLIPSCREEN Games crew is here. Mr. Chuy plays.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Miss Sierra Plus Ultra.
Hi.
And Mr. Max Wright.
Ahoy, ahoy.
And I have summoned my super friends here today because it's for a very important reason. I am sick and tired of just demolishing every last one of you in every single competition that we have ever had on this channel. So I have invited all of you here today to participate in the first annual FLIPSCREEN Games Mania, a grueling competition with 3 rounds of fierce competition that will test your wits, your will, and perhaps even your sanity. Are you ready today?
I'm ready. I'm finally going to win something.
Right.
You know, I didn't even win last week's Nintendo Noise competition, and I'm sad about that. I want to cry.
I really believed in you, Steve. You came in hot.
I thought I had it.
You were close. Chuy, you know, you stuck in there at the end.
Right at the end.
It was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you did a great job, Max. So, what about you, Max? You know, I feel like you've been chomping at my heels for a long time. I think you think of yourself as a competitor in this league, and I'm interested to see what you can do today when you don't have to contest with the champ. You think you got this?
Yeah, I win every single game that you guys ever play in my car by myself. I clear Steve every single time. I'm always going to win.
Okay. All right. Well, you know,
hang on. Can I do another version of that where if I lose, you can actually edit in my more humble response of, yeah, I think everyone's got a good chance today.
Yes, thank you. Cool. Giving me lots of work with here today. Well, I think we got to jump right into it because, like I said, we have 3 exciting rounds for our competitors today, and there's a lot here, right? So I want to make sure we have time for all of because I worked on this guy for 3-4 hours last night, so we're doing every goddamn round. I'll tell you that. So we're gonna start things off with a classic here on the FLIPSCREEN Games podcast. A little Name That Game. Play that theme music. I don't know how long it is. Maybe it's done now.
It's good though.
It's good.
Thanks to Parker.
Shout out to Parker Deal.
Shout out to Parker Deal.
Much, buddy. Okay, so for those of you who have not ever tuned in to an episode of Name That Game, Name That Game is a game where I am going to read the description of a video game with all of the identifying or the very identifying information redacted, right? For our contestants here, they will buzz in. You will buzz in by saying your names because Steve has still not set up a buzzer system for us. We'll get on that for next year. And if you are the first to buzz in, you will get an opportunity to guess the name. If you guess correctly, you will get 100 points per round. If you guess incorrectly, you will not get a chance to guess again, and it will be on to your fellow competitors to buzz in.
Can I clarify something? Because I'm still confused from last year. What happens if you buzz in with one of your competitors' names, like I kept doing last year? Because last year we just sort of let it happen.
I'll allow it.
Okay, I kept shouting Steve quite loudly when I was ready to.
I said this on Nintendo Noise last week, right? Like I think if I hear you first, I'm gonna honor the intent of the law, the spirit of the law, right, rather than the written rule there. So
smart,
yeah. So do your best. So all right, let's kick things off. All right, this first one, I wish you all the best of luck. For the first time ever, you can actually talk to your favorite blank. Tag along with blank. Steve.
Hey Pikachu.
Do you want to one more time?
Is it Hey Pikachu? Right.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Sierra. Do you want to? I see you. Do you want to buzz in?
Damn it. Wait, so I'm
we
confused.
Can keep listening, right? Or do you?
Yeah, we can keep listening. I'll keep reading it.
She didn't say her name, luckily, so we're okay.
Okay. Tag along with blank as it goes through its daily routines, taking field trips, going fishing, and having picnics, becoming better friends with each passing day. Blank will hear and react to the words you say. The more you speak, the closer friends you'll be. Speak to blank via the included microphone, and the voice recognition unit will allow him to respond to much of what you're saying, up to 200 words. Also, blank will respond to what you have to say.
What the fuck is this?
Chewy.
Chewy.
Are you just being like mean to Steve right now because he didn't say the title right?
That's correct.
Hey,
Sierra!
you Pikachu.
That is correct.
That's why I
Wow.
reacted.
Yeah, you knew it. That's why I tried to goad you. You had it. He said the game wrong.
That's so crazy.
Why are they just? Sorry, why are they describing AI tech in 1998? Because what they were saying there, I was like, this sounds like a really modern, like it must have just come out the way they're describing that game. Did it work?
No,
No.
it was not good.
It was bad.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Shake it off, everybody. Shake it off.
This is why
Alright,
Steve
alright.
loses. This is why Steve loses. all
You
the
gotta,
time.
you know,
Yeah, I
I was
lose
like,
because
there's
he's
no
mean
pause.
to me. Yeah, Max,
come on,
that's
come
why.
on now. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, like I was looking at all of you, and I was like gonna say something, but I didn't know if like I didn't want to like be wrong. What if I was wrong? And I was like,
Hey, you should have guessed. You would have gotten the points.
but then I would have lost my chance. What if it wasn't Hey You Pikachu?
You gotta
and then I
take
would
your
have lost my
shots. You
chance
gotta
to
take your
guess
shots.
again.
So it's okay.
Ugh,
All right, it's
the only
okay.
one I
All right, all right,
know.
shake it off. Now we know the rules. Yes, you have to say the title of the game correctly.
Okay.
But Chewy
So,
takes.
so Lilat Wars is not a game.
It's a game.
If there's a
It's
regional
game.
difference, we'll have a conversation.
I love this bit, Chewy. I'm a big fan of it.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's move into the next one. All right. When space pirates snatched the last remaining blank.
Oh,
bounty-
Max.
Max.
It's Super Metroid.
That is correct.
Thank you.
100 points for Max.
Of
Are
course.
you reading like the
course.
press release from like the original release? Like,
Where possible, yes. Okay.
oh, that's crazy. Okay.
Next up. As Space Hero Blank, you've got your hands full. Your best buddy Blank has been kidnapped by
Sierra.
Sierra.
Oh no. This is Ratchet and Clank.
No, that is incorrect.
Ugh.
Your best buddy has been Blank has been kidnapped by a greedy toy collector, and it's going to be an all-out race against time to collect him or save him. Excuse me.
Oh, Max.
Steve.
Toy Story.
Okay,
oh,
Max. No, yeah, Max. Go ahead.
Toy Story 2.
That is Toy Story 2. That's correct, Max.
Yeah.
Steve's favorite game of all time.
Yeah,
That's a fantastic fucking
that
game.
was a fucking gimme
It's a
for you,
really good
Steve.
game. It is a solid game.
How did you
Yeah.
get Hey You Pikachu and you didn't? That was right for you, buddy.
No idea. I don't know. I think because it's a movie and it's the plot to the movie, and it's literally
I
just
just
like
didn't think we were doing movie games.
If you-
That's
well,
crazy.
Look, every kind of game, who knows? If you had
Rugrats in
gotten
Paris?
if you had gotten to the last the line here, right? If Max hadn't gotten us there, it says blank is in trouble in a game that closely follows the plot of the hit computer animated flick. So yeah, there you go.
okay. You
Fixing a bug's life, not Toy
Computer
Story.
animated.
Don't worry, hey, don't worry, guys.
My heart's pounding
Sure.
from that guess, by the way. I don't know about anyone else,
Flicks
but I'm
in Toy
screwed.
Story 2 as well.
I'm impressed on that one, Max. That was a step back 3 right there. You just were like, no hesitation, let's go.
Yeah.
I love it. And you know what? And that's why you've come out to an early lead here. 200 points on the board for Max, 100 for Chewy. Steven Sierra tied for 0 right now, but it's still.
Zero
I think it's
hundred.
golf rules. You want the lowest number of.
No,
Okay,
no.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll come up with the
yeah.
game where that's the case for you, Steve. We'll see how that goes. All right. Next up, cross over into a world that thrives 24/7. The ambitious blank allows players to interact with a virtual village of animals who do
Chewy.
something.
Steve.
I heard Chewy first.
I heard Chuy first.
Yes. Animal Crossing.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Nice. The first one.
But it's this, but fucking Nook's Cranny isn't open 24/7. It's not a world that operates. Oh wait, yeah, it is a world that
The
operates.
world operates. Yeah.
It's funny though. They're playing it fast and loose in that one because I do remember as like a night owl, I'd be trying to play that game in the middle of the night. All the animals are asleep.
There's
Everything's
fucking
closed
nothing
up.
to do.
You can pick
Yeah.
up shells, catch some bugs. That's about it.
Yep.
All right.
Fishing. You just spend your whole time fishing.
All right, so that's another point for Chuy, or another 100 points, excuse me, for Chuy. Let me just, I'm my own scorekeeper here as well, so I'm gonna just give me a second here. Okay, the Big Apple comes to life in blank. Swing through vibrant neighborhoods.
Sierra. Fuck.
I heard Max first.
I have Max first. Is it Spider-Man 2?
I'm gonna need some more on that. There are multiple games called Spider-Man.
Oh, sorry. Spider-Man 2, the movie game.
That is incorrect.
Steve.
Steve.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
That is incorrect. Sierra, I believe you buzz. Would you like to, or would you like? I can keep reading. You don't have to buzz in.
Keep going.
Okay. Let me see. Swing through vibrant neighborhoods and catch breathtaking views of iconic blank and Manhattan landmarks. Use the environment to defeat villains with epic takedowns and true blockbuster action. The worlds of blank and blank collide in an original action-packed story. So far, Spider-Man 2, the movie tie-in from like 2003, and Spider-Man 2 from this year, Marvel Spider-Man 2, have both been guessed. Chuy or Sierra?
Chuy.
Chuy.
Spider-Man 1.
Again, clarify for me. Do you mean
the newer one? The
like Spider-Man 2018?
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yes.
It's not called that.
What's the
It's not
crossover?
called that, Pete. It's called Marvel Spider-Man. What are you doing?
I'm gonna give him a pass on that.
Oh, that's fine, hey, you picked
Oh
it.
my God.
That's up to you in there.
Yes.
This is upset.
All right,
Pure
all right. Do we want me to throw that one away? Is that what we want to do?
It's up to Chuy.
It's fine if you throw it. It's fine.
All right, we'll throw that one out. We'll throw that one out. I don't want to.
Can you just
I don't want to
read that
create any
in-
resentment. I don't want to create any resentment that the game isn't fair. Okay.
Can you quickly
What
just
were the worlds
unredact
that
it?
collide?
I want to know what worlds collide.
At the end, what were the worlds that collided?
Yeah.
The worlds of Peter Parker and Spider-Man collide.
Okay.
okay.
That makes
Okay.
makes that.
I mean,
He's
that's
got
just
two
what
different
happened.
lives here. That's his
always.
whole bag, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So no points awarded on that one. All right, everybody, relax. Next up, release the pressure with blank. Wash away your worries with the soothing sound.
Oh, Max.
Sierra.
Oh, I think Sierra got that.
Power Wash Simulator.
That is correct. Power Wash Simulator.
Fucking
100
go,
points on the
baby.
board for Sierra.
I know a game.
I would have fucked the name up immediately.
Hey,
as well.
you knew Hey You Pikachu. You just doubted yourself.
I
You'd be
know.
tied for first.
I think I didn't know what you were doing there. I like now that I know, I should have.
Now you know. Now you know. It's all right. We got a lot of rounds left, everybody.
Because I was
Don't
like,
worry.
surely he's not giving it to Steve because of a missing word. But that was
Oops.
exactly what the case
With
was.
Pokemon, you know, it's like there's two. It's like you can't be missing words, right? Because Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers, that's one word. That's 30 years apart. You know,
Yeah.
You gotta, you know, I gotta put it down.
That's
Put
true.
down the foot
True.
somewhere on this one.
Right.
Okay, I know. Last on name that Nintendo noise. I'm playing it fast and loose. You give me a close approximation. I'm giving you the points. We're a little stricter on this one. Okay, next up. See a different side of blank in a new photo snapping adventure. Only on
Sierra.
Nintendo Switch. Sierra.
New Pokemon Snap.
That is correct.
Oh.
200 points on the board for Sierra, tying her with Chuy and Max for the lead. Steve, bringing up the rear. 0 points. But guess what? It's still anybody's game. Don't worry. This is the appetizer. You got
My heart is thumping.
you got a lot of room to catch up in later rounds too. It's okay. It's okay. Deep breath, everybody. I'm glad we're having fun, Max. All right, next up, next round. Explore a vast open world, form alliances, and defeat a fierce enemy set to destroy the world. Dragons, long thought lost to the passages of the blank, have returned to blank, and the future of the empire hangs in the balance. As blank, the prophesized hero born with
Max.
the power of blank, Max.
It is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
That is correct.
I had to be
Max-
real fucking specific there. If someone had just said Skyrim, would you
Well, I would give
thrown
you
the book
Skyrim.
out?
I'd give you Skyrim. The thing is, look, like I know what he was going for with Hey You Pikachu, but Hey Pikachu could easily be a different game.
That is
No, it
true.
could not. There's
Oh,
no other
come
game
on.
named Hey
There's Channel Pikachu. There's Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, one word. That's one word different. Look. All right, listen. Sierra, I wouldn't be complaining when you're tied for second place.
Okay.
You know,
I'm
that's
just
what I'm
saying.
saying.
It's,
I feel like the
it's-
rules are pretty fair, All right, next up. He's back. And this time, the evil Dr. Blank, once the supreme power in the universe, has created even more sinister robots to mount his attacks. Max.
This is that's one of the Ratchet and Clanks, isn't it? This is Ratchet and Clank 3.
That is incorrect. But as Blank, you've also grown in power and ability. Can you save mankind from the evil desires of Dr. Blank? Each of the 8 empires is ruled by a different super robot. You must defeat each enemy on his own turf, building up weapons as you go. Only after all are destroyed will you go head on with the mastermind himself, the evil Dr. Blank.
Steve, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
That is incorrect. Max is
If
saying-
everyone else has a guess and they don't get it, can I have another guess?
No.
I'll tell you this, Max. I will allow you to guess, and you can get a tip of the hat. You can get a nod. For honor.
I'd rather someone else gets a chance at the point.
Max, you were like stewing in the background.
Chewy,
my
Sierra,
God.
any guesses? I can read it through one more time.
All right.
You read the full thing.
Yeah, I'll read it one more
Okay.
time. And if
Okay.
RG wants to jump in, jump in. He's back. And this time, the evil Dr. Blank, once the supreme power in the universe, has created even more sinister robots to mount his attack. But as Blank, you've also grown in power and ability. Can you save mankind from the evil desires of Dr. Blank? Each of the 8 empires is ruled by a different super robot. You must defeat each enemy on his own turf, building up weapons as you go. Only after all are destroyed will you go head on with the mastermind himself, the evil Dr. Blank.
And we can't ask for clues.
Chewy.
That's all I got for you.
I'll just guess.
Chewy.
I don't play Sonic, but it is a Sonic game. I'm just gonna say like Sonic Frontiers.
That is incorrect.
That was what I was gonna say. All right, cool.
You want to take a stab at it, Sierra?
No.
Okay. The correct, Max, for honor.
Nah.
Okay, the correct answer was Mega Man 2.
Oh, okay. I actually wouldn't have said that, but that makes sense.
Oh.
Oh, of course. You fight the
There's a doctor.
Yeah, that makes
Dr.
sense.
Wiley
Yeah.
is
Dr.
his
Wily.
arch nemesis, and yeah, you have to defeat the
I
8
was
evil robot
connecting-
masters.
And then you
gain the
get their
powers.
powers. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's just how
I
Mega
should
Man
know
works.
this. My bandmate loves Mega Man. I should really know more lore about
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah, you know,
I
it's
played
funny,
Mega
which-
Man 2 through multiple times, and I didn't.
Sierra, which you don't have to say their name, but which?
Jamie.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, that makes sense. Just because, like, I feel like a lot of people that play guitar in like any kind of prog band or anything, like, they fuck with Mega Man because
Yeah, that's so
the
true.
music is so like fucking,
Yeah.
riffy and proggy. Okay. Blank is a new single player game from Blank, set in the mysterious Blank Laboratories. Blank has been called one of the most innovative new games on the horizon and will offer gamers hours of unique gameplay. The game is designed to change the way players approach, manipulate.
Steve, hang on. Steve's trying to shout his name out.
Oh,
Did you mute yourself?
did you? Oh, you muted yourself.
idea what
Okay,
happened.
you did. I was gonna say you're not muted on my end. Go ahead. What's up?
Pete, where's your hand?
Portal?
It is Portal. Correct, Steve.
Yes.
There
Yay!
he is.
Steve.
Points on the board, my guy. All right. So that brings us to the end of round 1, which puts us at the current standings. Chewy with 200 points, Max with 300 points, Sierra with 200 points, and Steve with 100 points. But it's still anybody's game. And of course, before we move into our second round, let me remind you that this episode of the Flip Screen Games podcast annual is brought to you by our Patreon producers for the year of 2023. They are, of course, Arnold J. Rimmer, Christopher Valenz, Earth Visitor, Gabriel Hasselmeyer, aka Asobi, Snackago, Steve Stompy, Susan Loves Cats, and also Boobies, Ty the Dude, and Wakahula. Thank you all so much for your support on patreon.com/FlipScreenGames this month and in the year of 2023. Thank you all so much for all your support. And of course, we've got a lot of cool stuff planned for you in 2024. Make sure you keep it tuned. And if you want to get in touch, get involved, or show your support in any of the ways that you can, head over to flipscreen.games. That's our website. Go over there and click on some stuff. It helps us out a lot, and it will make sure that you're all caught up in time for 2024. All right, let's move in around to everybody.
Facts.
What's that, Max?
It says Susan's spitting facts, spitting super hot fire with that name.
Susan is an individual who knows what they like, and I appreciate that about Susan. You know, especially because one of those things is Flip Screen Games. So I thank you for riding with us. So let's move in around 2. How are we feeling, everybody?
Victorious.
Okay. All right.
Digital. Prodigious.
Fantastic.
Fantastic, everybody. All right, great. So this next round is a game called Who Am I? So in this game, each of you will be trying to guess the name of a prominent video game industry professional. So that could be a developer, that could be a business person, an artist, a composer. So just a well-known professional in the field. Players, again, will buzz in to answer. Each round will begin with a free clue. If players guess correctly, they will get 550 points. If no player is able to guess, the host will provide an additional clue and reduce the value of the correct answer by 50 points per clue. I don't expect anybody to guess on the first clue because they are going to be very vague. And then, of course, as we move down, it'll get easier and easier for you to figure out who the person is. But the catch here is that you can only buzz in and guess one time. So obviously there is an incentive for you to guess early so that you can try to lock down the most points. But if you get your guess wrong, you will be stuck like Max was in that last segment, sitting there fuming that you didn't get to answer for a few less points later. So therein lies the challenge. Are you all prepared for the round?
Ready.
Absolutely.
Yes, I think so.
All right. So let's start with our first round here. The first clue is I am a Japanese game developer. Our next clue. Okay. I was going
Yeah, go for it, Max.
Are we? Oh, by the way, are we doing names again? Is it still shout your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, you know, if you buzz in, whoever I hear first, I'm going to give. I'll give the nod to. First clue or second clue, I suppose. I have worked as both a game developer and as an executive.
Max.
Satoru Iwata.
Incorrect. I'm considered an auteur game designer. I started my career as an artist, not a programmer.
Steve. Miyamoto.
That is correct.
Oh.
Steve takes the round for 400 points, putting him.
Jesus Christ.
This is a high scoring
a
round.
lot
I
of
like
them.
this.
Name that game is that's the appetizer. All right.
Okay.
It's a high scoring round.
Okay.
It's okay. Don't worry. We got more. Okay. So let me just making a note of Steve's win there. Okay. Next up. I'm a Japanese game developer. I have worked as both a game developer and an executive.
Steve. Is that Iwata now?
No, that is incorrect. I'm considered an auteur game designer.
These are the same person.
That is the catch.
I run my own studio.
Chuy. I think
Chuy
Max
finished. You
his
started at
thing.
the same time he finished. I'm going to give it
Go
to
on then. Yeah, fine.
Shoot. Hideo
I can
Kojima?
reread the clues you've already gotten if you'd like.
I was going to say Kojima.
That is correct. Hideo Kojima.
Fuck's sake, that's the-
It was one of the clues he's
Well,
best
that's
friends
all of the
with
guys
Jeff
I know.
Keighley.
So
Yes, it is. You know what? I'll explain this because the last clue I had for Miyamoto was I am Mario's dad. Because he loves to say that.
Love it.
The last 3 clues for Kojima, had we gotten on, was I am friends with Jeff Keighley. I used to work at Konami. I am Solid Snake's dad.
Okay.
Okay, so Chuy took that one for 400 points.
Nice.
Of course.
I like these scores.
Yeah, it's a good one. So right now that puts Chuy at 600 points, Steve at 500 points, Max at 3, and Sierra at 2. Okay, so let's move into our next round here. Okay, I am the head of an American video game publisher. I started working at Microsoft in the 80s. Sierra.
Phil Spencer.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
I led multiple non-gaming projects there before entering video games.
Steve. Is it Gabe?
It is. It is Gabe Newell. 450 points for Steve.
I don't know that guy. Never would have guessed that guy.
Founder of Valve and creator of Steam. Okay.
Was it whose daddy was he going to be at the end of this one? Was that gonna be...
Yeah.
I am Steam's dad. Okay. So here now that's actually the end of this round, and I'll tell you why. Because coming up with 30 clues takes a long time. It takes a really long
10 for each one.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's
30
a lot,
clues,
yeah,
30
yeah.
daddies.
And it's like you get to the end, and I'm like, no one needs these last 3 clues. How many dad jokes can I come up
30 clues, 30 daddies sounds just like one of those indie games you see in the middle of an indie world. The one like Stephen people like, yeah, I'm going to play 30 clues, 30 daddies. Obviously, I'm going to play.
Oh
that.
yeah, new dating sim, Steam
Yeah,
daddies.
it's a detective daddy sim, daddy dating sim.
right up?
sorry.
Yeah, it's right up. Me.
Oh my god, you date game developers or free ideas on the FlipScreen Games podcast.
I have a one clue, pointless answer. I am Steve's daddy. Who am I?
Me?
Anyone. I am Steve's daddy. Who am I?
Pete and
Andy.
Benny.
Notch.
There we go. Go on, Pete.
Andy Rads, of course.
Shout out Andy Rads.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, right.
Who could
Oh, I
forget?
thought it was going to be like the guy who made Minecraft.
No, that's not.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what Steve said.
I thought we were meeting.
Works on 2 levels. So I will say, just to take back a little of my own sanity here, I am going to read the rest of my clues for each of these. These are some fun facts, So for Shigeru Miyamoto, the last couple after the next was going to be I work at Nintendo. I was a producer on the Pokemon franchise because I thought that's a fun one because it's like it could still throw you
someone off.
right?
Yeah.
And then I managed Nintendo EAD. Little closer. I developed my first arcade classic alongside Gunpei Yokoi, of course, talking about Donkey Kong there. I have created many of Nintendo's flagship characters. I am Mario's dad. And then our last couple for Hideo Kojima would have been I developed my first game for the MSX2. I originally wanted to be a film director. I am known for collaborating with famous creatives. I am friends with Jeff Keighley. I used to work at Konami, and I am Solid Snake's dad. And then for Gabe Newell, the first video game I was involved in was a port of a popular game to Windows. That was, of course, the Windows version of Doom, which went on to be one of the most downloaded pieces of PC games ever made. And, kind of set up Windows as the de facto gaming platform that it ended up becoming. The next clue was I dropped out of Harvard. He dropped out of Harvard to go work at Microsoft and was a developer on the first 3 versions of Windows. He is a major proponent, or I am a major proponent of Linux. Obviously, if you watch the Steam Deck podcast, you know that one. I famously criticized console gaming. He talked a lot of shit about the PS3 and the Xbox 360 during that generation before famously going on stage during a PlayStation presentation to talk about how Portal 2 was going to be coming to PlayStation 3. And he acknowledged the beef and squashed it, which was, a infamous E3 moment. And I live in New Zealand, and I am Steam's dad. Our last two clues. All right.
Gabe Newell with his long hair nowadays really looks like the girl from Hereditary. Just fun fact for everyone to have a look themselves. But
I don't know what Hereditary is.
It's a
You should
film.
watch it.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's fine.
It's a delight.
I don't want to start arguments about films.
I mean, this isn't our movie debate podcast. We'll save that one for that, I guess. Okay, everybody. So now it's time to move into our next and final round of the day. Okay, this is, of course, the best of the rest. So how this game works is I am going to give you the best in a category. And then you will all be challenged with guessing numbers 2 through 10 on the rest of that top 10. So the higher your guess ranks on the top 10, the more points you will score. So for example, if the category was the best-selling home consoles of all time, I would tell you that the PlayStation 2 is the currently ranked number 1 as the best-selling home console of all time. If you guessed the Nintendo Switch, the number 2 answer, that would be correct. And you would score our top score of 500 points. And then as you go down, you'll lose 50 points per bracket, similar to what we did there last round. So,
and we still say our names before our guesses, right?
That is correct. We're buzzing in as well. And on this one, you will get multiple guesses. But the way that it works is this has like a snake format. So rather than I'm sorry. You won't buzz in on this one. I'm mistaken on that, Chuy. So rather than buzzing in, what you'll do here is this is going to have a snake format. So we'll start with the player with the lowest score, and they'll get to guess first, and then we'll work our way down.
Okay.
Which snake? What? What do you mean snake?
Itself, the circle. So basically, it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's going to go from last to first, and then the first to last again, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You with me?
No, but I'll pick it up as we go along.
So say, Max, you were in last place.
Yeah.
You'd go first, and then it'd come all the way up to whoever's in first place. The person in first place would go again. And then
okay. All right, fine.
So this is so the person who's guessing first has the best chance of getting the top answer, and the person who's being penalized for that gets an opportunity to
all right,
clean up some of the lower scoring things at the end.
With you. Nice. All right, fine.
And again, we're game testing some of these. So if you got notes from me, people at home, for how we can adjust any of these games for next time, I'm all ears. So are we ready?
Yes.
Ready.
All right. Minecraft currently holds the record for the best-selling game with the highest number of units sold. What are the remaining 9 games on the top 10? And I want to be clear. This is Minecraft holds the record for the best individual selling game with the highest number of units sold. So,
okay, who's going first?
Just throwing it out there. Okay, all right. So, where we're at right now, we have Sierra with 200 points, Max with 300 points. Steve has, let me add that up real quick. 850, 950. And Chuy is sitting at 600. So like I said, right? Every round, you got a lot of chance to jump around here. So you're still in the game, even if you're in last place. So let's start it off. Sierra, you'll go first. Like I said, Minecraft is the #1 best-selling game in terms of individual game with the highest number of units sold. What's your guess?
This is a predictable guess, but my #2 spot guess is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Okay, so Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the #6 answer. So that will net you 300 points.
Well done.
So, yeah, good guess. Max, that's you.
I'm about to get fucked by the specifics here, and I'm going to say Wii Sports.
Wii Sports is the number 4 answer. That will net you 400 points. Very nice, Max.
There's a game that if someone says I'm going to scream because, yeah.
Okay. Chewy?
Okay, I was getting distracted by that individual selling one. I was like, will Wii Sports count because it was technically bundled? I don't know. Okay, my guess.
It's units sold. So if it is
units
part of a
sold.
bundle, that does count.
Okay. So, let's see. I mean, they took the ones that a couple I was going with. I will go with, let's say, GTA 5.
GTA 5 is our number 1 answer, technically number 2 on the list for 500 points.
Nice.
Really
guess.
nice.
Great guess. Okay, so
We've had GTA 5, Wii Sports, America 8.
that's correct. So that means our number 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10 spots are all still available. Steve, please submit your guess.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
It's got to be on the list if Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is on the list.
No, it doesn't, because Mario Kart 8 also had sales on the...
Oh, you're counting 8
Yeah,
as total.
8 and 8 Deluxe are counted together, yeah, because they're technically the
Okay.
same game.
Oh.
Take it up with, that's a chart thing.
Oh, okay. Then I'm ready for my second answer now. But
Okay,
Hmm.
you cleared something up for me here, Pete. Thank you.
you're all good. Okay, so we've made it through the snake, right? So Steve, you'll get one more, and then we'll work our way back.
Okay.
I feel like I have to write down what we've already said.
Pokemon Red.
I can tell you what's already been said.
Oh, okay.
Pokemon Red.
That is incorrect. So now it's you, Chewy.
Me. Okay. Man, I don't know what Call of Duty to say. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
That is incorrect.
Is it me?
That is you.
No, is it?
Yeah, remember Sierra went first, so now she'll
Okay.
go. She'll be the last guess.
Pete, show me Tetris.
I'm gonna give it to you. Tetris Mobile.
Oh,
So the
Oh,
the version that
wow.
EA
Oh,
put out
That's
is the
crazy.
highest selling individual. Tetris 89, the Game Boy one, is also on the list, but it is not in the top 10. But
Okay.
it's one of the top like 20 or whatever.
Good
That is
for
our
her.
that is our number 3 answer for 450 points. Nice guess, Max.
thank you.
are all mobile games included on the list?
It's games that sell copies, right? So
Okay.
like
So it has to be a game
Yeah,
that
like a free-to-play
actually
game.
people purchase, right?
right. It's like
Okay.
Mario Run could qualify because you buy it, but
Mhm.
and this was this Tetris Mobile was I think it was like during the early days of the iOS and App Store and everything. So it was like a game you bought for like $2 or whatever, right? And it was
Mhm.
I had it. I remember I bought a copy of it at one point. Okay, so Sierra, you have our last guess before you go. So far, GTA, Tetris, Wii Sports, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe have all been guessed. We have PUBG, or I'm sorry. Oh, I just gave one away.
Canceled.
I'm ready.
What I was gonna say was we have our number 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10 left on the list. I'll throw a bonus question later to make up for that one, and I'll give you an opportunity, Sierra, because I took that away from you. But so we do have 4 options now left on the list that you can guess. And
I can't say PUBG.
I mean, come on, I just I gave it to you.
Flipped it.
I think
It was my turn.
Were you gonna
I
guess
moved my
PUBG?
mouth. It's so
Scout's
crazy. I
honor.
moved my mouth and the words PUBG came out. I don't know. All right, I gotta guess a different game. I got one.
What do you got?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I think
That is incorrect.
Can I? Well, hang on. Yeah,
I, was
Chewy
gonna
said
say,
that
I already said that one.
Oh yeah, I'll give you another guess. That's my bad. I should be writing down the wrong guesses too.
No,
Yeah,
you're
wrong
good.
guesses too, man.
You're good, you're
That's
good.
why I was saying. I was like, I should write what we've said already.
I'll make that the rule. If you say a guess that somebody else has already made, we'll Scouts honor that one.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I need a moment.
Take a moment. So far, we've got GTA, Tetris, Wii Sports on my bad, PUBG, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So we've actually gotten almost all the top of the list has been guessed, right?
Okay.
Sierra's going to kick herself when she's done, and I, not for any points, just say what she should be saying right now.
I got to set up some anxiety-inducing music for next time. That'll be the other thing.
Wrap it up. Please wrap it up.
Yeah, please wrap it up.
Our Game Awards time.
Oh my god.
All right, Sierra, I'm going to need a guess.
Oh my god. Think outside of the scope of Nintendo. Oh my god. Fuck.
You're going to kick yourself. You are going to kick yourself.
I know.
Doesn't Sierra get 2 guesses as well?
No, because it's the
No.
last. it's
Everybody
the
only
end.
gets 2 guesses
Oh,
overall. She had
okay.
the first
Yeah.
guess. This is now her
Okay.
second guess.
This is just it. Yeah.
I could give her an
about
extra
games
guess
that-
if we want to call that, since I threw an answer in the toilet, but
I think probably, yeah. But I would say, Sierra, think about what was like said in the beginning of like this round.
Come on, Sierra.
The
You're going to
first-
kick yourself if you don't.
know,
do
the-
it.
the name that game section. Think about some of the games that were spoken about in there.
Steve, I already forgot.
like maybe a Bethesda game.
Shit. Oh god.
I'm gonna give you a freebie here, Sierra. That's not on the list. Don't let him steer you that
Oh
direction.
shit! Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Kick
I'm
yourself.
surprised because I would have guessed that.
That's a good guess. I was
Yeah,
surprised
yeah.
it wasn't on the list, considering they've sold it 30 times.
Yeah.
There's probably different versions for each one, isn't it? Or they just haven't released the
No,
stats.
no, they all count. It's just high.
Oh.
It's just not that high.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Are you
It's not
serious what you're
Skyrim, is
saying?
what I'm saying. Skyrim is not on the list.
But Skyrim specifically?
No,
Or-
not Elder Scrolls. Yeah, that is not on it. Fuck.
Are MMOs counted on the list?
If you
No,
sell
can't sell
copies of it, it would.
copies. Oh, you can. Okay.
But it's units, individual units sold. Like, back in the day, right? Like, you bought World of Warcraft in a box, so that
Yeah.
would count.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's not World of Warcraft, is it?
I mean, I didn't say that.
Are we calling that a
Where
guess?
is it?
Are we counting that as a guess?
World of Warcraft.
That is not on the list.
Sierra's going to kick herself because I'm going to say. I know it's not. I know I don't get a chance to guess.
Yeah,
but if
go
I
ahead.
say Mario Kart Wii right now,
That is not on the list.
it isn't.
Nope.
What?
Surprising.
Wow.
Right, what
okay.
use is on this?
Yeah, give us
on
the rest of
this
the
Yeah,
list.
what is
Let's
it?
move
The rest
on.
of the
Come on.
list is Super Mario Brothers, the original,
Oh.
Red Dead
Wow,
Redemption
okay.
2, Overwatch,
Really?
and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
I thought
Oh my God.
Overwatch was
The
like
Witcher sold more than
Apex.
Skyrim? No way.
Yeah,
No way.
The Witcher with a Mario Kart Wii.
that's what they say.
Dreadful game.
Dreadful. All right, next round. Oh, and here, I'll check us in, right? So during that round, Chuy got our first answer with GTA 5 for 500 points. Max got Tetris or Tetris Mobile, and Wii Sports for a combined 850 points. And Sierra got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for 300 points. So moving into our next round, Sierra is in last place at 500. Steve is right above her with 950. Then after that, we've got Chuy with 1100 and Max with 1150 in first place.
Wow.
So, like I said, it's a real reversal of fortunes. You never know how it's going to
Yeah.
go. So,
Hang on, who's in first then?
You, the worst. The
that's you,
worst
big-
in
That's
first.
you, big dog.
I
All
won't
right.
guess why that was a response.
So let's move into our next round here. The Nintendo DS currently holds the record for best-selling handheld video game console. What are the remaining 9 handheld consoles on the top 10? Sierra,
The DS is number 1.
the DS is number 1.
All right.
Mhm.
So my guess, Nintendo Switch.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it
It's
is.
number
both.
two.
It's on
That-
both
yeah,
lists.
you know what?
Be the top
I didn't
five.
have it at the number 1 originally because I'm like, I didn't put it down as hybrid, but you're definitely right. It is. That is number 1. So you're gonna take our number 1 answer there. So that is for 500 points, the Nintendo Switch. So let me just bump number 10. So I'll let you know what number 10 was. It was the N gauge. Anybody remember that besides me and Steve?
I do, yeah.
You and I make fun of it a lot. I was like, oh damn, look at that. The N gauge.
I'd love to buy one day.
Yeah, what I learned making this list is that there are not that many handhelds, and I think I'm gonna try to own all of them.
Yeah, I think if you got to N gauge at number 10, there's
Right? It's
that's
like
all
there's literally only one other one on the
Basically all of
list
them.
after that. It's the Atari Lynx.
All right, so it's not the Atari Lynx. Got
So
it.
it's not the Atari Lynx, everybody. I'll
Thank
give you
you.
that clue for free. So that's Sierra with 500 points, bringing her score up to 1,000. All right, so next up is Steve.
Game Boy.
The Game Boy is our number 2 answer
Yeah,
at 450 points, bringing Steve up to...
Can you clarify exactly what you're counting in that, please?
I will in 1 second. Yes,
Thank
no problem. buddy.
you.
And that is 1,400 points for Steve now.
I guess
so
that includes the color up to the and including the color, right?
it does include the Game Boy Color. That's correct.
Mhm.
And the Pocket and the Game Boy, the original Game Boy family of consoles is in that
All of
grouping.
them. All
Right.
of them.
I'm getting screwed being in first place right now with all of these
Tough.
just
It's
easy
tough.
guesses.
That's how it goes. Some of these, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, it's
Chuy.
me, right?
yeah, it's you.
Okay. I'm hoping this is the number 3 one, and it has a 3 in it. Nintendo 3DS.
That is unfortunately incorrect for that one, but it is on the list. You will get
Okay,
some
I was
points.
gonna
Don't
say.
worry. Don't worry.
You, yeah,
But,
right. Unless the
I was gonna
Atari
say
Lynx.
N-gauges. Hold
Could you imagine? No, the 3DS is number 5 on the list, netting you
Oh, okay.
300 points. So then next up is Max. I'm sorry,
Game Boy-
that brings Chewy up to 1,400, tying him with Steve.
Game Boy Advance.
That is correct. That is our 400-point answer at number 4, the number 4
Now-
best selling of all time.
Now then, this is where things start to get dicey because if I say PSP right now, you're going to say
It's not on the list. The Atari Lynx outsold it. That's what gets me.
Is that your answer?
that's my answer. Yeah, my second
PSP,
answer is
the
PSP. Yeah,
PSP is correct. That is the next highest selling at 350. So that's another
Okay.
350 for you. So that is 750 points added all together. So let me see. That brings our boy Max up to 1,900 points.
Good job.
thank you. Thank you for
Okay.
my small sarcastic clap.
No, sarcastic's the slow one.
Oh yeah. You just did a golf clap. Respectful.
Yeah.
yeah.
A slow golf clap. Extra sarcastic.
Okay. So Chewy, that's you next.
All right. I'll say the Vita. PS Vita.
The PS Vita is number 7 on the list for 200 points, bringing you up to 1,600. Steve?
Okay, Pete. What slots have we got left to fill?
So Steve, so far, number 2 was the Nintendo Switch. Sierra got that one. Number 3 was the Game Boy family for 450. Number 4 was the Game Boy Advance. Number 5, the PSP. Number 6, the 3DS. Our number 7 slot is currently still available. Then number 8 was the PS Vita. Number 9 is blank, and number 10 is blank. So you have 3 available left at 250, 150, and 100 points, Steve.
I don't know what to go with.
Yeah,
it's
this
really
is
tough.
tough. Really tough.
Yeah, I
And
know.
what's-
What else
what's
is there?
Above the Vita. I guess the Sega Game Gear.
The Game Gear is below the Vita, but on the list, netting you 150 points,
Yeah, what's above the Vita?
putting you at 1,550.
I'm out of the running. I can look this up, can't I? Just for my own enjoyment, right?
She could.
Cool.
All right, Sierra, you get our last guess here. We got 2 left on the list.
What else is there?
They're tough. One of them is.
Oh my god, yeah. That's
One of them is.
it!
One of them is like a bit of an off the wall thing. It's a little
would
less
guess for it.
conventional.
Yeah, I
guess
think I probably know what that one is.
Uh-huh.
Is that one another Nintendo console? The one that's off the wall?
In a sense, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
I'll tell you what, one of these that's left I never even fucking heard of. So
You've never heard
it's
of the
last couple
blanky
are
blank?
tough.
You've never heard of the blank blanky blank blank blank? Really?
No.
I
Oh,
think
no.
I know
Syllables
what
it
it
has?
is.
Sorry?
Max? Is that how many syllables it has?
No. I had to add a bunch of extra blanks to throw.
I want to
Just
guess
throw me a
after Sierra's
bone,
guess.
There's a few. I can't believe there's only 2 slots left.
I would
there's
love to
there's
give
at
Sierra
least
a clue.
3 consoles I know.
I would love to give Sierra a clue right now.
Is it allowed?
I would just
If-
love that. I'd love the
If
I'll allow it.
one's the one I know, it was where Warrior Land was first. Where Warrior Land first appeared.
'Cause I'm clearly not going to win. It's not going to matter. It's not-
Go ahead, Max.
the
I'll
clue I would like to give is that you will probably most likely know this system best from Super Smash Brothers.
Wow.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. That connected it for me, for sure.
Nope.
But I think I know the other one that's like obscure.
It's a tough one. It's a tough
Yeah,
one.
that's really.
I don't
not
think I would have
considered it.
guessed it if I was
No.
guessing this. I wouldn't have thought of
Uh-huh.
it as a thing.
Do you know where the D-pad was invented? When that first showed up, what device?
Does this,
true. Yeah,
does this
yeah, yeah.
obscure piece of knowledge help you?
They released one a couple of years ago for Mario's 30th, 50th, whatever it is, anniversary as well.
Yeah, there was
40th.
tons of them.
Oh
You
my
could buy
God!
all sorts of different
wait,
ones.
wait. Game & Watch?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
250 points.
I want to guess. Was the Wonder Swan on there?
Yeah, the
Wow,
Blanky
Chewy.
Blank.
Yes, the Wonder
Blank.
Swan is the
Wow.
last fucking one on this list.
Okay.
Congratulations.
I did actually say the right amount of
The
syllables
blanky
the
blank.
first time I said it.
Yeah.
So I had to keep adding
Oh.
them.
The blank, the blank, the blank, the blank.
Oh.
I was like,
Blanky blank.
I only know about that because of Kelsey's collection of Wonder Swans. Kelsey from Video Game History Foundation.
who made the Wonder Swan? I'm like totally.
Bandai.
No.
Who did?
Bandai?
Bandai.
It looks like a
Oh.
Digivice, and that
Okay.
makes sense considering
Yeah. that's
considering what Digivice
that's
is made by
their jam.
Bandai.
All right. Well, there you go. Okay. Moving into our final round. The scores are right now Sierra is 1250, Steve with 1550, Chewy with 1600, and Max 1900.
Oh, dang, pulled ahead with that big answer.
Yeah,
Don't forget,
and humble,
though.
and
He's
humble.
going last.
And humble. He's doing good. But don't forget, he's going last. So this is a tough one. We'll see what happens. It's tough to be. You wanna be in front, but in this round, that lead can get a lot shorter.
Mm. It's like the blue shell just helps us out.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Keeps it even.
mhm.
Okay, so earlier this year, GQ magazine pulled dozens of developers, streamers, directors, and journalists in the video game industry to make a top 100 games of all time ranked by experts list and named Breath of the Wild the best video game of all time. What are the remaining 9 games on the top 10?
Sorry, is this the one from last year or the year before where it was like the huge undertaking? I know you probably said that right at the beginning, where like a load of people were questioned, and yeah, is that one?
That's what I said.
Okay, sorry, I was
You're
listening.
good. You're good.
I know.
I was trying to
used
decide
be the
whether or
highest
not that was
number,
information I
think,
should
yeah.
provide you again, but of course I would restate the question.
I
That
read
wouldn't be
this
fair.
so long ago. I don't remember.
That's good. That's good. That's what I was
In a
hoping.
year.
That's what I was hoping. And here's the thing, right? It's a poll of the
Mhm,
general pulse of the gaming
Mhm.
industry. So I figure, Think about it. Breath of the Wild named the best game of all time. What are some of the other games people might name the best games of all time?
This is the most subjective of the 3 ones so far, whereas numbers are objective.
The other ones are factual. This is like kind of a pulse check.
Yeah, everyone get your vibe checks on for this one.
Exactly. All right, Sierra, you are going to get our first guess here. So again, Breath of the Wild, #1 game. We need 2 through 10.
Is Elder Scrolls Skyrim on there?
It is not.
All right.
I'm sure it was somewhere on that list, though.
Oh, definitely. It's pretty high too, but
games,
it's one I was definitely surprised didn't make the final cut. A couple games I'm surprised aren't on this list, to be honest with you. But that's how it goes, right? Aggregates. Okay.
Who's next?
Steve is next. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll go Sierra, Steve, Chuy, Max, Chuy, Steve, Sierra.
Okay.
Tetris.
Tetris is the #3 game on the list, netting Steve 450 points.
In my eyes, it's the #1.
This was the case where I really wanted to go before Steve because I was like, Tetris is up there for sure. Oh man,
that brings Steve to 2,000 points. By the way, putting him in the lead.
I like that.
We could totally miss here though. Like, there's so many we can choose from.
It's so easy, right? Like, it's like this
is my downfall.
You got to think about it, right? Because it's like,
what do people totally
what are classics?
love?
What are modern?
I can already feel my empire
down.
I can feel my empire crumbling under the weight of my bad opinions. It's rough.
This category could be a real kingmaker. You never know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, for me too.
I think I know one that's going to be way up there.
Okay.
Just throwing this out there. I'm going to say Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2 is the #10 answer.
Oh, that's so low.
Netting you 100 points, bringing you up to 1,700, keeping you in 3rd place.
Okay.
Max.
Okay. I'm going to go big with a haymaker of Dark Souls.
Dark Souls is the #9 game on the list. 150 points.
Shit, that's such a shit number of points.
Putting
right
you
now.
just 50 points above Steve.
This is massive.
You get another shot now.
Yeah, I know. This is a huge.
Go with Dark Souls 2. It might be marginally better.
Try this bullshit. Okay, Pete, can I have one bit of information? What year was this poll done?
I'll tell you this. The context of this is that it was published. I said this in the question, so this isn't new information, but I'm happy to restate it. Earlier this year.
Oh, this year? Okay, cool.
It was published earlier this year. So the poll, your mileage may vary on when that took place, but this was published earlier this year.
Oh,
I didn't say what month intentionally. So it's earlier this year.
This is going to be rough if I choose the wrong one. So I'm going to go for The Last of Us, the first one. The first Last of Us.
That is incorrect.
Oh, not even on there.
No. It is not on the list. I mean, it's on the top 100, I'm sure, but not on the top 10. Okay. So, Chuy.
Okay.
Your final guess.
I'm going to go with something possibly safe, but you know what? It's a bunch of old video game guys probably on this list putting it together. So I'm just going to say Super Mario Bros.
Oh, Chuy, that is incorrect.
Oh, it's not on there.
It's not there.
Nope, not in the top 10.
I thought for sure it was going to be there.
Dead.
That's wild.
Yep.
Okay.
Steve, your final guess.
Say
Elden Ring. Okay. Elden Ring is not on the list.
Sierra can pull it out though.
Oh, buddy, you should have just taken a second.
I know. I should have said my second choice.
All right, Sierra, last guess. Max furiously typing.
Max is like,
Yeah,
I gotta know what this
type-
list
He's
is.
looking at the
Yeah,
list.
I do.
Sierra, if you guess our number one answer here, you will take the spot from Chuy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought you were going to say from Max because I was about to message her the answer.
I'll say this. Take a second to think about some of the other games that have been named.
I'm looking. I can't wait. I gotta look.
So I'm looking at the list, Pete, and something you said that wasn't on this list. It was on this list.
I'm fuming. I'm fuming right now. At this.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Did I make a mistake?
No, we're
on the
looking for the
GQ
top
one.
10, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at
top
number
10.
2, and
Number 2 is The Last of Us.
the game that I said.
No, it's not.
What?
According to the 100 best video games ranked by experts on GQmagazine.co.uk, it is.
Hold on one second,
Which
hold on one
lists?
second.
Yeah.
Which lists Breath of the Wild where you put it? It lists Tetris where it was put. It lists
No
Dark
fucking
Souls
shit.
where I
Don't
put
say
it.
anymore,
It
don't
lists-
say anymore.
I'm not. I'm just saying the ones that
So
we.
Hold on. Hold
So
on.
you go
hold
on.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
He's
okay.
fuming that he's already won.
I'm just.
so,
I'm
like,
just
you
gonna-
know.
I just like the truth
I
to come
just-
out.
Hey, look. If I made a mistake, I'm happy to own it. I'm happy to give you your points, Max. All right. Look, I'm just checking this out. Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
God
Okay.
fucking
Okay.
damn it.
I spent
Alright.
a lot. I spent a lot of time on the carpet.
One second,
to be wrong, you know.
Yeah. I know. You know. And if you're wrong, I apologize. Or if I was wrong, I apologize. You know what? I made a mistake. I made a key mistake here. I'm very sorry. Max, I'm happy to award you your 500 points.
Thank you.
I made a mistake. When I
That's
translated
fine.
this, I wrote down The Last of Us Part 2.
Okay, interesting.
I apologize. I apologize.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're okay then.
Okay. Sorry to
I was gonna
sorry
say,
to
it's
put you
fine.
through a heart attack there, buddy. That's on me. That's on me.
It's fine. I just have to dry the carpet now, but that's fine.
That one was too divisive to be the number 1 slot. It was totally the first Last of Us.
Hey, The Last of Us is better than The Last of Us Part 2. It does deserve to be on the list.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So,
Sorry, Sierra, to have taken your time there with my petty.
no. That was important. I don't want to take your W away from you. Although then Steve could never ever say that I stacked it against him again because I almost just rigged the game for him by accident.
Yeah.
This is why you put your game shows together during the day and not. Okay, so Sierra, your last guess. So far, we've got The Last of Us, and Tetris, and then Dark Souls and Half-Life 2 have all been guessed. So we have 4 through 8 are still open.
Basically, every high score.
I feel like that person that's like Billy
Please
on
make
the
sense.
street when he's like, name a woman, and she
Name any woman.
For $1, name a video game.
Any video game.
Just look at Max's
It could
phone.
be
Zoom in now.
anything.
He's got the list up.
Max is scrolling by with the answer.
All right, video games. I swear I'm gonna pick one. I literally can't think of. I'm trying to think of a really good game
That everybody
that
knows.
everybody knows and likes unequivocally.
I'll tell you, the clue I gave you
So-
earlier still applies.
What was that clue?
So think about some of the other games that have been named.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these are
Like in the bestsellers list.
Sierra's forgotten. Sierra doesn't remember.
Yeah,
I know she
exactly.
doesn't remember.
She's living with
It's
ADHD.
true.
I'm
That's
familiar.
true.
She's flushed that part of her brain to make room for the other
to get to
stuff.
the next question.
Uh,
5, 4,
Portal.
3. so close.
You were so
Portal
close.
2.
Go on, give it to her. Give it to her. Give it to her.
Fine, Portal 2.
Yay!
All right, our final scores here today are Sierra with 1450, Chuy with 1700, Steve with 2000, and our first ever Intercontinental FlipScreen Games Mania champion, Mr. Max Wright. Max, would you like to take the mic, give your acceptance speech?
I'm going to start my acceptance speech by satisfying a lot of very frustrated people right now by reading the rest of the list that wasn't read out. So after
All 100 of them. So get
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
Settle all 100 of them.
Buckle up.
So after Tetris at number 3, you have Bloodborne at number 4, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt at number 5, Mass Effect 2 at number 6, Metal Gear Solid at number 7, and then Portal 2, Dark Souls, and Half-Life 2. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and being just really good and good at the game, being great competition, being good sports. And I'd like to thank Pete for putting this together. I'd like to thank the listeners, and I'd like to thank myself for just being
Please
good
wrap
enough
it up.
to do it twice in a year. to win 2 years on the trot. So, thanks everyone.
Look at Max winning like a true baby face. I love that. Well,
Is that a good thing or a
everybody-
bad thing? I don't know what that...
No, it's good. That's good. It
Okay.
means you're a good guy. Okay, so everybody, great work today. I just would give everybody a round of applause. I'd like to give a round of applause for all of our competitors. Steve, I'll try and fix it for you again next year.
Hey, please do. Just come up with really difficult ones for things that Max doesn't know. I don't know what
It's
that
tough,
would
man.
be,
He knows a
but
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just make up things
He
that
reads
are just complete
GQ every
nonsense,
single
and you can
day.
just
Yeah, I made that mistake, and Max is like, I'm very familiar with each publication of GQ.
Yeah, Max is like, I need to know who the sexiest man of 2023 is.
Yeah.
Quick, subscribe me to GQ
Mr.
magazine.
Stephen Radford. I dropped to my knees just to flick through my copies of GQ to find the right answer. That's
Amazing. Well, thank you all for joining me here today. Thank you all for your time, and I hope we can do this again soon. We'll definitely do another one of these next year, but I hope we can do more games because I know they're fun to do. I know the audience has enjoyed them a lot. So everybody listening, if you enjoyed this, make sure you let us know. If you'd like to see us play some more games or more regular game show type stuff, definitely make sure you let us know, and we will try to get on the docket for 2024. Again, if you want to show your support of this show or any of our sister shows, all the amazing stuff we're doing here at FlipScreen Games, you want to be ready for our big plans for 2024, make sure you head over to flipscreen.games. That's our website where you can find all the ways you can get involved all across the web. However you choose to get involved or show your support of the show, we thank you for tuning in for this year's FlipScreen Games Annual. For the crew, I've been Pete. Oh God, I don't know where anybody is on the screen because I'm editing this in post. Everybody say goodbye yourselves. I've been Pete. Goodbye. Have a happy new year.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Good job, everybody. Okay, we'll see you next year.